Hello, and welcome to Christ-Centered Reflections. I'm Reverend Stephen Lawrence, and this is Reverend Donna Jones and Reverend Jay Gardner. We're here at White Rock Baptist Church, and we're beginning a series of reflections that we hope will be helpful to you as you live your life in Jesus Christ. We're here today in what we used to call the Old Library, or the Lucy A. Johnson Library. That really is part of this interesting piece of grace that God gives to us, because about a year ago or so, the wooden beams fell in through this drop ceiling.
The ceiling is a renovation.
Yeah, this ceiling is part of the renovation too. But those beams crushed the room. If anybody had been in the room making tapes at the time, they would have been done. But the other really interesting thing, I really love this, when you look in the debris, you will see nails that were holding the beams into the wall. Right. And those nails are partially rusted and partially clean, which lets us know that for a long time, those beams had been slipping away.
Wow. Right.
And that at some point,
so when we were having Sunday school here.
Yes. The possibility of that roof falling on us was probably as real as it was a year ago. Yeah. So God was holding the room together.
I'm liking the chapel prayer room. Apparently God lives here.
Yes, and the room is now well done. And then you look around, this is now a renovated space. It doesn't look like the classroom. It doesn't look like the media room. It has a brand new look. It has been renovated.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that there's a difference between renovation and transformation. And I'm thinking about a story in the Gospel of John where Jesus and Nicodemus are talking. And Nicodemus was a leader of the Jews, member of the Sanhedrin. He comes to Jesus at night, so he's clandestine. He's on the down low. He doesn't want people to know that he's supporting Jesus. And he comes complimenting Jesus. He says, we know you're from God because nobody can do the things you do unless they come from God. But truly, it's not a compliment. It's a bit of arrogance, because he's saying that I've done the math and I figured out who you are just by what I've seen. And Jesus wants to suggest that true faith is something that comes from a deeper conversation, a longer conversation. So Jesus and Nicodemus have this longer conversation because they have a misunderstanding over a word. Jesus says to Nicodemus, you must be born, and then he says, anothen. And anothen is a Greek word that has a variety of meanings. It can mean either to be born again or to be born from above. So Jesus and Nicodemus go through this long conversation saying, you must be born from above. And Nicodemus says, well, how can I be born again? They're misunderstanding each other. Nicodemus's understanding of born again is renovation. It's taking stuff that is and making something new out of it. It's what happened to this room. It's been renewed. It's been repurposed, reordered, rejuvenated. But Jesus is talking about birth from above, which is not making something new out of something old, but making something new from a new source. And that's different. That's transformation. Renovation and transformation, I don't think, are the same thing. And so now this room's been renovated, but has it been transformed? When we think about what we're going to do here, we have a long list of stuff we've always done here. How do we get that breath of the Spirit that lets us look at this space in a new way and not just renovate it, but transform it? Thank you for your attention. Look for additional video reflections in the future. And if you have comments or questions or other rooms you'd like us to visit, you can post that to the White Rock YouTube channel or to our Facebook page. Joy.